So let's just start. Let's dive right into connecting to the energy field of the body. And you can begin by rubbing the palms of your hands together and allowing your hands to rest at heart center. Lengthen through the crown of your head, stacking your bones, vertebra, one on top of the other. Take a nice full deep breath in. Exhale the breath all the way out. Take another full deep breath in. Hold the breath in, lengthen through the crown of your head, look up with your eyes closed down at your third eye. Exhale. Inhale again deeply and fully. Hold the breath, lengthen, lift up in your root lock, look up with your gaze. Exhale. And let's tune in 3 times. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a full breath in. Suspend the breath. Lengthen through your crown. And exhale. Satnam. Satnam, everyone. All right. So we're actually going to begin this practice today with left nostril breathing. Left nostril is a lunar breath. It's a grounding breath. It's a receiving, receptive breath. And the one thing the many things, but the first thing to mention about this practice is how to be in a sense of rootedness and groundedness. You know, not all Kundalini yoga needs to be about like uplifting, accessing those higher chakras and swirly feelings. We can also drop down in and connect with our root. So we're going to do that by placing the pointer finger and middle finger of your right hand over your right nostril. And if you would like to, you could also use your thumb and rest your hand on the bridge of your nose. Either way, it works. And you're just going to start taking long, slow, deep breaths in. Into the left side and out of the left side. Let the left nostril breathing bring you into a place of connection and presence. Take a full breath in through the left side. And exhale the breath all the way out. Release your hand and breathe freely through both nostrils. Just aware of that sensation of grounding, rooting, arriving for your practice. So from here, we'll transition onto our backs. So you're going to want to lie all the way down on your back. And for now, you can keep your feet planted. Okay, so however you need to get into a lying down position, you can go there now. And I want you to really stay with this grounded, connected to the floor type of energy. All we're gonna do from this position with the feet planted is bring the knees into the chest. And you'll begin to kick towards your butt, kind of rapidly. Keep kicking. Anytime you can rest your feet down and lift up your knees, alternating your legs. That's a good adaptation if keeping your legs up is too much right now. You're almost there. Increase the speed and kick harder for the last 30 seconds as you're moving and kicking and kicking. More seconds. Kick, 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 kick. Take a deep breath in, stretch your heels up toward the ceiling, pull your belly button in, and then plant your feet. Notice your breath and your heartbeat. We're going to keep the right foot firmly planted on the floor. Grab a hold of the left thigh, press through your left heel, and just feel the lengthening in the back of the leg. Press in through your toes of your right foot. Remember, we're grounding, centering, going within the body, not transcending, becoming grounded and present in the human form. Keep pressing through that left heel. You can pulse the leg a little bit if you need a break of the stretch. And then bring your left foot down and switch sides. Right leg comes up, press through the heel, bring your toes towards your nose. Breathing deeply. Lengthening and stretching through the back of that right leg. Sending your breath to your hamstring, firmly planted in your left foot, and then release your right foot down. Separate your feet just enough so that they line up with your hips. Place your hands at your sides, roll your shoulder blades back so your chest is lifted up toward the ceiling. As you inhale, you're going to lift your hips up to the sky. As you exhale, you're going to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And grounding, becoming present with your body as it connects to the floor, present with your breath. Breaths, complete exhales. Inhale, lift your hip bones up toward the sky. Press into the four corners of your feet. Press your big toe, your pinky toe into the floor. Lift, lift, lift. Stack your rib cage up onto your throat and lower back down. If you'd like to, you can windshield wiper your legs side to side a couple times. And find stillness and pause for a moment. Just starting to warm up the body. Starting to get the energy moving, and also starting to notice where the energy already is moving so that we can ground it down. Bring your knees into your chest and rock and roll a few times. We're going to roll up, rock back, roll up. Just kind of massaging the nadis that align the spine. And come all the way through your seated posture. From here, we're going to find tabletop pose, hands and knees position. However you need to get there. We'll begin with some very slow and gentle cat-cows. Inhaling as your chin lifts and your belly dips down. Exhaling as you round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tail.
But an angel's wing, I dig a grave to bury you. No feet to fall, you need no ground. Allow the glide right through the sun. Release from circles, guarded tight. Now we all are chosen ones.
And as your spine starts to warm, you can start to increase the speed. Continuing to inhale and exhale with your movement. look up in your third eye. Hold your breath in. Exhale, round and tuck. Come back into neutral spine, and then find child's pose. Knees come mat distance apart. Send your chest forward. Release your forehead down. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. Connect to the fullness of your inhales and exhales. Sink into your hips, lengthen your spine. Maybe let your forehead roll side to side.
Salty drops fall from my body and drip from my eyes. Nectar of the longings of the heart. Your salty bellows move with the moon, and I remember. I am the river. I am the sea. I am the waters.
Remember, we're rooting and grounding. And when we're in child's pose, it's that embodied memory that the mind surrenders to the heart. Start to walk your hands back, coming up into your tabletop pose again. And then we'll make our way into triangle pose, is what it's called in Kundalini, or in Vinyasa, downward facing dog. And I want you to walk your heels out, your ankles, bend and straighten your knees. Explore your downward facing dog, your triangle pose. And breathe long and slow and deep here. Press into all 10 fingers. Send your chest towards your shins. Lift your tailbone toward the sky. It doesn't matter if your heels ever touch the floor. Keep breathing, you're almost there. Bring your knees down onto your mat. Walk your hands back and transition into a seated posture. So from here, you can start with bringing the bottom of your right foot to the inside of your left leg. We'll be reaching towards those left toes. If you want to, you can tuck your right heel in to your perineum. You'll be up more on your knee, so that's yogi's choice. If that feels okay for your knee, feels okay for your foot, feels okay for your perineum, you can do this version. So we're leaning forward. Draw the chin back just a little bit. And we'll start here by breathing deeply. Just settling into the posture. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all your breath out. Take half a breath in and begin breath of fire. Take a full breath in and hold the breath in. Exhale it all out. Walk your hands back. And we're going to change sides. So the same options apply on the other side. You could start with the bottom of your left foot to the inside of your right leg, knowing that you'll be hinging forward here, looking at the big toe. And if you would like to, you can sit up on that left heel this time, stretching forward over your right leg, feeling the lengthening in the back of your thigh. You do not have to touch your toes. Let's just first have long, slow, deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. Exhale the breath out. Half a breath in. And begin breath of fire. Inhale, hold the breath in. Exhale the breath all the way out. Walk the hands back. Come down out of the posture. Bring your legs out in front of you and give them a little shake, 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 shake. So one of the really beautiful things about coming into a Kundalini grounding practice, a root chakra practice, a just kind of balancing and settling everything down into the earth as opposed to this consistent uplifting energy, is we get to start to heal the subtle layers of the body from the root all the way up through the crown. So it can be helpful to start there. Start with healing the root chakra energy so that you're not propelled forward by scarcity, by fear. You can kind of shake those things out before you start to move energy into the higher centers. So once we start to ground and create subtlety in the root chakra, we can focus a little bit more on our creativity on the sacral chakra. So that's what we're going to do in this next posture. So This posture in Kundalini is called lotus pose. It is not the lotus pose of vinyasa where you put your ankles up on either thigh. It's a little bit of a balance because you have to find the perfect position to kind of be in for your tailbone. And know that if you can't bring your legs all the way up, you can simply come into a squatted, open hip position here. It's really yogi's choice how you approach this pose. When we think about lotus pose in its fullest expression, and maybe you're here, maybe you're not, you rest back on your sacrum, on your tailbone, and you stretch your legs forward. So we're going to find this posture and breathe here. Draw your navel in, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through the crown of your head. Breathe deeply. And if you feel stable and centered, the next step would be to bring in breath of fire. So you're going to take that deep, full breath in. Exhale all that breath out. Pull half a breath and begin breath of fire. You're almost there. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath for a moment. And then exhale it all out. Slowly release your heels down. Release your hands. And stretch your legs out in front of you. And from here, maybe you find that nice cozy spot where you're able to hinge forward in the hips, but you're not rounding the spine. Okay, we're not trying to bring the nose towards the knees. Okay, we're trying to just hinge forward, and wherever your hands land for you is perfect. Let the chin line up, extending through your cervical spine. We're just going to breathe deep. If you'd like to here, you can inhale up a little bit and exhale to hinge forward some more. Remember, we're not trying to round the spine. We're just hinging deeper into the hips. Exhale all the breath out. Pause in the emptiness. And then rise back up. Shake out the legs. So as we shift to the next posture, what can be helpful here is to rest your weight on your hands. So in order to do this reverse plank pose, you want to keep your wrists under your elbows, under your shoulders as best you can. So you don't want your hands way back here. That's not good for your shoulder. It's not good for your rotator cuff. So we're going to bring those hands in nice and close. Bring your other hand nice and close. Lengthening through the chest as you draw it up toward the ceiling. So this might be your pose. This might be as far as you go. Right here. Open chest, lift up in your navel, lift up in your perineum. You might lift your hips off of the floor and point your toes. Whichever one you choose, breathe deeply. Another option would be to plant your feet and bring your hips up toward the ceiling this way. That also works, but we're almost there. We don't hold it very long. Lower your hips down, come out of your hands, and give your arms a little shake this time. Shake through your shoulders, shake through your wrists. And as we notice that in that reverse plank pose, in the heart opening poses, our heart rates get kicked up a little bit. And we might even feel a little bit like we go into sympathetic nervous system. We might feel like, whew, this pose, I have resistance here, right? So the intention is just to breathe into it. Now we're gonna flip around onto all fours, and you'll have the same choice. You can hold a tabletop posture with your belly button lifted up towards your spine, with your root lock squeezed. If you would like to, you can find your plank. Inhaling deeply, we're exhaling completely here. Either posture. You could also play with lifting one leg and then the other. What is going to serve your body right now? Remember, it doesn't matter what the posture looks like. It matters what it feels like. Feel into the posture. Almost there. Deep breaths. Bring your knees down if they're not down already, and come all the way down onto your belly. Release your arms, bend your knees, and windshield wiper your legs side to side. Come into stillness and let your left ear rest on the mat. From here, we're going to slowly and gently draw our bodies back up into a comfortable seat. This is just a transition posture. So the next pose in the set is frog pose. Frog pose in Kundalini is a very active posture. You will come into your version of a squat. Maybe that looks like this, where your knees are out and you're up onto your toes. This is one version that you can go into. If that's too much for your knees, you're going to be up here in a squat. The key, however, is that as you inhale, you will straighten your legs. As you exhale, you will sit. Inhale, exhale. All right, we're going to do 26 of these frogs, okay? Inhaling, exhaling. When you get towards the end of your 26, slow down the movement, slow down the breath, and come back down into your seat. What I like to do after frogs is I like to slap my legs. So just feel the energy moving around there. And we get to lie all the way back down again. Woo. So just settle in to your lying down position. It's not quite Shavasana, so don't get too cozy. Notice your heartbeat and your breath. So for some of you, leg lifts are just a little bit more easeful when your hands are underneath your sacrum. The posture that we're going to do is lift, lower, lift, lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. It's not fast.
I am at ease in the arms of you. Although
But it's not slow either. It's a steady pace.
my days been alone. Thousand miles, the place I was born. When she wakes me, she takes me back home. Now most days I spend like a child who's afraid of ghosts in my eyes.
Take a deep breath in. Exhale and lower your legs all the way down. And here is where you get to surrender into Shavasana.
Although now most of my days are spent alone, a thousand miles, place I was born. When she wakes me, she takes me back.
Noticing your heartbeat, noticing your breath. Feeling grounded and centered, rooted, safe. Start to send your breath down to your fingers and to your toes. Gently roll over onto one side and then press your body up to your comfortable seated position. And if you'd like to, you can again connect your hands at heart center, sealing this practice with longtime sun and Satnam. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Satnam. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the gift of being your guide. Satnam.